Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are back for episode 37 of Formula 1 22 My Team Career Mode. We are here in China this time around, 7 points behind Sebastian Vettel in the Drivers' Championship. So we're trying to get the win here, trying to take back the #1 spot in this Drivers' Championship. If you guys have not seen the last video, be sure to hit the link up top. Go check that out. We were in Australia and we got another Cyborg Porsche 1-2 finish. So every race so far this season has been a 1-2 finish for the team. So the CRM5 is definitely the car to beat this season. The last time we were here in China, we had a pretty good finish, but Sebastian Vettel was one of the people who DNF'd in this race, so he's going to be looking for redemption here. He also wants to retain that lead of the Drivers' Championship, and he has been having a monster season so far. Every race that he's won, which is 2 up to this point, he has won by a landslide. He won in Bahrain by like 20 seconds, and he also won in Australia by 20 seconds. So if he starts on pole, we are kind of in danger here, you know, so we definitely need to have a good qualifying. He's already leading after Q1. I think with the AI being pumped up to 100, and on top of that, we have a maxed out car at this point in the season. Sebastian Vettel has just taken that car to another level, and he is just storming through the grid right now. We are essentially the only person who I guess can stop him in the season. We're going to try and do that here. Going into Q2, we put up our first flyer and we're in P5, so not too bad, sitting behind the 2 Mercedes cars, but we got enough fuel in the tank and enough battery to just go and do another flyer. I don't know why, but a lot of the time I find that the second flyer, the second half of a back-to-back, whatever you want to call it, is usually a little bit faster for me. I think the tires are just a little bit more worn in and you know, shot up to the proper temperature. We put up a purple sector 1, already almost 2/10 up on our previous flying lap. Lance Stroll behind us in P7, who's been having a pretty decent season so far in the Alpine. I think he's been doing a little bit better than Esteban Ocon. And then Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri, currently P9. Sebastian Vettel once again puts up the fastest lap here in Q2. I'm hoping as well that we don't have any rain. We might have some rain by the end of the race in this one, and I'm hoping also that we don't have any, you know, reliability issues in the car this time around, because, you know, reliability was a big issue last season and it costed us the Drivers' Championship. So we're looking to win the race without having any issues. Hopefully some good weather. At the end of this flyer, we are 6/10 up on the previous one. So like I said earlier, my second lap is usually a little bit better than my first one, but 5/10 up. We put up a 1:30.8, and that's good enough for P4 in Q2. Sebastian Vettel leading once again with a 1:30.3. But then we get into Q3 and we have rain. I suck at driving in the rain. You know, I say this literally every time I'm driving in the rain. I have lead bricks for feet, so, you know, it's not a good qualifying. Our first flyer is P7, and that's only because, you know, not everyone has put up a flyer yet. I honestly can't figure it out. I can't find that little gray area in between, you know, pushing the car to its max without spinning out. It's either I have to drive kind of slow to, you know, just survive the lap, or I push too hard and I end up spinning out or whatever. So I choose to just, you know, drive to survive. I will trust my race pace in this one. We are doing a half decent lap on our standards. We're 2/10 up on that previous flyer. Lando Norris P6, Verstappen in P7. Sebastian Vettel is probably up in P1 here. We drop all the way down to P10 since everyone has now put up a lap, but you can just see Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri, Stroll in an Alpine. You know, those cars are nowhere near our car in terms of performance, and I'm still struggling to put up a decent lap. So I guess the 100 AI I'm good for in dry conditions. I can compete with that, but once the rain comes in, the 100 AI honestly too much for me. But, you know, I'd rather just keep it at this and accept the challenge a little bit than, you know, lower it and, you know, end up like kind of like winning every race by a landslide, kind of what Sebastian Vettel is doing now. But we come at the end of Q3, we're down in P10, so we're gonna have to start in just inside the points. So we'll see what we could do here. Sebastian Vettel once again starting on pole with Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez right next to him. But let's get into this race. Let's see what we could do here. Hopefully we can get a win here in China.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
So our qualifying is ruined by a rainy session in Q3. It's a big wake-up call, realizing how bad I am in the rain, because with dry conditions, I probably could qualify in the top 3 on this track, maybe top 4, I would say, but with the rain, I have 0 chance. If the rain was in Q1 or Q2, we probably would have been out, but thank God that Q1 and Q2 were dry sessions, so we've made it. We qualified in P10, but George Russell has an engine penalty. So we are starting in P9 behind Yuki Tsunoda in front of Pierre Gasly. So a little AlphaTauri sandwich. Our teammate Sebastian Vettel is on pole yet again. This is his 3rd pole of the season. The only pole he did not grab was in Jeddah, where I grabbed that pole position. So we're going to be looking to catch up to him. Try and get another 1-2 finish for Cyborg Porsche. Hopefully we are in P1 this time, and hopefully Sebastian Vettel isn't blessed by another safety car. We are also starting on the medium tire. The recommended strategy was soft to mediums, but we're going to go medium to softs, try and get that track position, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a late safety car in our pit window, which would help us out tremendously, give us a little bit of luck. I'm assuming that the people up front are starting on the softer tires, but if they're not, then it's all fair game for everyone as we approach the grid here. We need a good start as well. I need to get through this grid as fast as possible. I think Australia, we started in P7, now we're starting in P9, so not the best qualifyings in these last 2 races here. Alright, here we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. We got 5 red lights, and this race is underway here. We get off the line pretty well. I think that is Pierre Gasly trying to pass us. We're trying to go around the outside here, turns 1 and 2. Oh my goodness, we almost have contact with Pierre Gasly. So going around the outside didn't do too much, but it keeps our position for now. Pierre Gasly coming back at us. Why are we fighting Pierre Gasly at the moment? Oh my gosh. And Pierre Gasly loses a front wing. Someone broke early. I had to swerve, causing Pierre Gasly to swerve. We both overtake Yuki Tsunoda, but Yuki Tsunoda takes that spot back. Pierre Gasly in P8 now. Just trying to really squeeze in here as Pierre Gasly goes wide. And we're going to take P8. So we got 1 spot back. We're in P8 now. Lance Stroll right in front of us. We're going to have DRS here as well. So hopefully we can get past him quickly, continue making our way up the grid. There's a little bunch up between the Mercedes, a Red Bull, and McLaren once we get past Lance Stroll here. And we're just going to break deep, and that's a little bit dirty, but no contact, so we continue on. I did not touch him. I did not touch him. See, we could get Lando on the outside. Going in to turn 2 here. Just have to try and push him out. Beat him to the apex here. Wheel to wheel with Lando Norris through turn... Is that turn 2 or turn 3? I don't know. I'm not sure if that snail part is one big turn or if it's just like separate turns in one, but Lando coming back at us here. Gonna show him the power of the CRM5. Oh crap, and Lando gets back in front of us. So we definitely got the pace to pass these guys here. We've caught up to them. It's really this season just a matter of how good or bad our qualifying is, because we have the car to stay out in front. I'm just questioning my ability on 1 lap pace at the moment, but we are on Verstappen's gearbox. We're going to have DRS down the back straight. Oh my goodness, a little bit of wheel spin there. The tires are starting to fall off here as we are on lap 10. I can imagine for Sebastian Vettel on the soft tires. I try and outbrake Verstappen here, going into the next corner. Let's see if we can get past him. Just squeeze him to the outside, and we are going to take P3. I was trying to get him down the straight, but I couldn't keep up with them going into the penultimate corner. So I just figured we need to get the move done so that we can get onto the podium and push on to Lewis Hamilton, because we're just getting stuck in a DRS train and it's not enough to get past. So this time we're gonna have DRS on Hamilton and he will not have a DRS. So let's see how much we can close the gap here. Down the back straight, turn on the battery at 97%. Wow. All right, so let's see. We're probably not going to get him here. We're a little far back, but maybe going into turn 1, or if not, on the next lap, we should be able to get him. Charles Leclerc currently leading the race as well. Okay, so we might get Lewis Hamilton going into turn 1. We have to go down the inside here. He's leaving me lots of space. We are fighting it respectfully. Okay, there, I kind of sliced him. Now I'm pushing him out. Sorry, sir. But we're going to take P2. We're now behind Charles Leclerc. I wonder where Sebastian Vettel is. I'm hoping he kind of got stuck in the traffic. That'll allow us, with the clean air, to gain some time on him. But Charles Leclerc is going in the pit. And we now take the lead of this Grand Prix. Oh, we're putting onto the hards? I thought we were going onto the softs. What the heck? Okay, well, you know what? We might do that because the softs, we definitely won't last too many laps. And the mediums are already at 40%, so it might be better just to go onto the hards, switch things up. But we need a good in lap here because Charles Leclerc just went in. Sebastian Vettel now jumps up to P3, and he's 16.6 seconds behind us at the moment. So here we go into the pit lane. Sebastian Vettel's already cut that gap down by like half a tenth of a second already. Let's get into the pits here. I'm not sure where we are gonna come out. I don't think it's good. It's not looking too good at the moment. Come on. I think Leclerc will come out in front of us because he went into the pits in front of us. So Sebastian Vettel just passes me now. So we lose out to Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. I don't remember. Did I pass Sergio Perez? I don't remember. Holy, these tires are so cold. You can barely make this turn. How do these freaking AI do it, man? So we're closing on Charles Leclerc here. I believe we're gonna have... No, we just missed it. Crap. Okay, so we're not gonna have DRS here. But Mark was saying earlier that rain may be coming in the next few laps. And Sebastian Vettel, I don't know. This guy's on another level right now. He is 12 seconds ahead. And he's on the medium tire. He's been on the medium tire since like lap 8, I believe. And he is still putting in better lap times than us, so it makes absolutely no sense. He is literally on another level. No one else went from soft to medium. He's the only one, at least in the top 10, that went from soft to medium. And he is winning this race once again by a landslide, and this time is just off of pure pace. You know, he hasn't had a lucky safety car or anything so far in this race, and he's 12 seconds ahead. You know, I'm hoping maybe we got a late safety car that will allow us to close up the gap, and he would be on an old set of mediums. So I think at that point he'd kind of be toast, unless he wanted to go and pit again, but that would just kind of ruin his track position and he would have no chance at winning the race after that. But for now, we continue on to push for Charles Leclerc. We fell a little bit behind since I started talking, but I'm going to try and focus up here. Could get Charles Leclerc right here. Nope, he shuts the door on us. Still battling for P2. Trying to go for the fourth 1-2 finish for Cyborg Porsche. Oh, he's going a little slow. And we're wheel through turn 3. Oh my god, we had a bit of a slip up. No, we give back the position. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we're close. We're really close to getting him. And we just out-muscle him. Shove him into the corner. Get the elbows out, and we are now in P2 with a 14-second gap to Sebastian Vettel, so I don't think we're going to catch him. Maybe if the rain comes. I'm honestly hoping the rain doesn't come, because as we saw in qualifying, I cannot drive in the rain here, and getting on intermediate tires would probably lose us a lot of positions. Oh my god, we got a yellow flag. We got a yellow flag. It's not going to be a safety car. No! Charles Leclerc going slow though. I think he might be out of the session here, because Verstappen overtakes him. Yeah, Charles Leclerc going slow. Oh, poor Charles. Looks like he's going to be over at the side of the road most likely, but that means we won't really have to worry about losing this P2 spot, given that our reliability clutches up here in the final 2 laps of this race. So we're headed on to the final lap of this race, and looks like it's going to be another Cyborg Porsche 1-2, and Sebastian Vettel is on steroids right now. He is 17.4 seconds ahead of me in the same car, so I don't know what to say. Sebastian Vettel is absolutely insane right now, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to catch up to him if he keeps this pace up. We need to get the tracks that I'm better at ASAP. China, I would say I'm decent at it. I'm just kind of new to it. This is the first year since 2020 that I've played it, and I didn't play 2020 too much. Not making excuses, but Sebastian Vettel is very, very good. We did see my good pace in Jeddah, which is a track that I am very good at, and we managed to win that race. So I feel like once we get the tracks that we actually are good at, and on top of that, the wet qualifying shot us in the foot once again. But once we get into conditions that I'm comfortable with, we should be able to get some wins up on the board once again, as it now starts to rain on the final lap here, going into the penultimate corner. Thank God we didn't have to race anything in the wet weather. Okay, well, we got a little bit of wet weather here, but I think that's just me not focusing. And Verstappen, 2.8 seconds, 2.1. Oh, crap. Yeah, we should be good, though. And Sebastian Vettel is going to win this race by 18.19 seconds. Oh, my God.
Great drive, great drive.
Yeah, man. I'm officially terrified of Sebastian Vettel. This is like Red Bull era Sebastian Vettel right now. It's going to be tough to win a driver's championship. He really just knows how to manage his tires because, again, like I said earlier, he started on the soft tires and went on to the mediums. We started on the mediums, and by the time we got halfway through the race, we had to pit because our tires were already at like 40%, so we would not have made it, or we would have been very, very slow trying to get to, I believe it was lap 20 on to get onto the softs, and then we probably wouldn't even lasted till the end of the race on the soft tires. So Sebastian Vettel, his soft to medium strategy pays off massively with a 19-second lead over me and the rest of the pack, and that win will put him 14 points ahead of me in the Drivers' Championship. So we definitely have to start winning some races, because I feel like those races we do win, he will come in P2, so he's going to be finishing as high as possible, which means that we have to win these next few races if we want to stay in contention for this Drivers' Championship. Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen aren't even close to either of us. Sergio Perez is 37 points, and Verstappen is at 27, and then I am at 80. So big gap between Red Bull drivers and Cyborg Porsche, which leads me to the Constructors' Championship. We are 110 points ahead of Red Bull already, 4 races into this, because we have not finished anything below a 1-2 finish in the first 4 races of the season. So we've been scoring maximum points. I don't think we nabbed the fastest lap this race. No, we did not. Sergio Perez took the fastest lap this race, so that's an extra point for Red Bull. But I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're not winning the race, or at least coming in P2. But we'll see as the season progresses. Obviously, there's still a lot to go this season. We'll see how our pace is in Spain next time around. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. As always, if you've watched up to this point, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping Sebastian Vettel kind of, calms down a little bit, just so we can kind of keep up with them. But Spain, I would say my pace is a little bit better. I don't race Spain too much besides the my team stuff. It's never really played online too much, so we'll see. If you guys are looking forward to it, be sure to hit the notification bell so you guys know when it comes out, and I will see you guys in Spain. Have a great night, guys.